Greetings, Cubs. Welcome and welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on Megan Thee Stallion. I just want to check in on her, see what's going on. We're going to start off by doing a personality reading. I believe I've done one on her before, but we're going to keep it short, maybe about 3 cards at best. I think I did a personality reading on her before. Either way, even if I haven't, I'll probably try to keep this as short as possible. But I just want to check in on her and just see what's around her right now. So what are Megan's top personality traits right now? Megan Thee Stallion, step into the den. What are your top personality traits right now? I hope all my black people that got their superpowers today are enjoying themselves. Shout out to y'all. Okay. One more card. Okay, 2 more came out. Whatever. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I do see a bit of ego here for Meg. I do see a bit of ego here. That's not always a bad thing, but it's definitely present. We have Judge here. It says balancing justice and compassion, managing fair distribution of power. And I feel like this is absolutely, as soon as I saw Judge and Justice, I was thinking about her and Tori, or the situation there. And I feel like Meg absolutely wants her justice that she, let me not curse, that she freaking deserves. And this is also making me think of social media as well. And wanting, still wanting that respect. Okay. And that compassion, as it says, justice and compassion. Sorry, y'all. I got, like, gas in my chest. Like, anyway. We have the card for God. It says benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And it's interesting. She's having a growing moment. And I think she's realizing, and I want to say also because I just did a Lizzo one, and Lizzo's kind of in a similar boat where she'll eventually realize or have a different level of self-worth that's higher than before. And I feel like for Megan, it's elevated even more so. That she is coming to a point of realization that she is worth more than she's getting. And I mean, as a human being, as a person, that she's worth, she needs to be treated at a higher level than she's treated now, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how to really word it, but almost like her status needs to be elevated. We have mediator. It says gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in professional and personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. Honestly, you know what I'm seeing? I'm actually seeing, I'm not gonna lie, I do see Megan having a thing with doing things behind people's back. I see her having a habit of doing a few things behind people's back, making promises with one person, and another promise with another person. And in her mind, maybe in her mind, she feels like she's just not involving other people in her business or trying to, you know, spill other people's business. I'm not sure how she sees it. But, you know, it's in the lighter attribute. So in her mind, she does feel like she's doing right, like she's doing a good thing. But in reality, I'm really seeing it. I definitely am seeing her having some sort of two-faced tendencies, some behind your back kind of tendencies, talking to your enemy kind of stuff, kind of tendencies that she has. And even though I don't see it as something where she has ill intentions, she really needs to be careful of that. It's how I see it, especially with the holding, you know, holding these two hands. How I see it is almost like her knowing that both of these people are enemies, but she personally is cool with both of them and kind of like them. And what she don't want to do is step on either one of their toes, so she'll just see them both in private, kind of like that. Like, that's how I see it. Like, she's like, well, I like them both. I don't want them beefing. I want to hang out with that person, but I know she gonna get mad, so I'm not gonna tell her that I'm with this person, or I'm not gonna tell this person that I'm over here. It's kind of like that, like almost childish. But that's how I am seeing her moving. Like I said, I don't see her seeing it as a bad thing, but it could potentially rub a lot of people wrong. We have Child Divine in reverse. It says an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. You know what? You know what's funny? It's not funny. It's a little stressful. I don't know if Meg can fight. I don't know if Meg can fight. I don't know if you know, if she is a fighter. I really don't know. But the cards are saying that she just does not have the power to protect herself that she thinks she has. Therefore, she needs to be very, very careful with the company she keeps. She needs to be very careful with the enemies she makes. She needs to be very, very careful, because I'm not seeing a strong protection around her. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So Meg needs to be really careful with herself. Okay. Any oracle cards for her? Okay. We have the card for make a change. And we have, so this is sword, make a change, and potion, which says remember to practice self-love. So, and the sword lands over mediator and judge. So with balancing justice and compassion, as well as this sort of, you know, the two-faced energy or behind your back kind of energy, there are things that she needs to change and adjust over on that side of her life and her side of her personality. She needs to be more mindful of the decisions that she makes, and just address the thing. And notice how the girl is looking in the mirror. She needs to address certain things about herself before she can even get to the point of, you know, real self-love. Not that she doesn't love herself at all, but I'm talking about there's a growth stage. There's a stage of growth that's here that she's going to need to go through, because there's just things she's going to have to change, or she's going to make it hell for herself. She really is. And right at the bottom of the deck, I just saw over here was like the flame or whatever that card is called. So yeah, she just, there are habits that she has that she needs to change in order for her own sanity. What deck do I want to use? I'm not sure what I'll be getting out of this deck, but I'll just see. From what else. By the way, this is a personality card reading, personality reading. You can get that over on my Patreon. Click on personality reading tier. Once you subscribe to that, you get access to all of my exclusive videos. And whenever you're ready for your personality reading, you DM me on Patreon and say, hey girl, I want my personality reading this week. And that's, you know, when you'll get it. I don't work on weekends. I may go live sometimes, but I don't work on weekends, so I probably won't check your messages on Saturdays and Sundays. But throughout the weekdays is when I'll do recordings for your personal videos. So if you want to purchase a personality reading or an oracle card reading, go ahead on Patreon and do that. And just DM me whenever you want to get that reading. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have the King. It says authority and diplomacy. But it's in reverse, so I don't think she really has as much as she would like to have. We also have the Knight. It says triumph over adversity. Also in reverse. We also have Chimera, imagination clouds your judgment. In reverse, and Wolf, beware of who you trust. Okay, but like I was just saying that though, like she has to be careful of her friends and who she keeps close. Megan does not have that much control over her life. She doesn't have the control that she thinks she has. She doesn't have the control that she wants to have. She just doesn't. Things are completely spiraling out of control for her. And there is something here. There is absolutely something here that she has to fix. Oh my goodness, there's something here. There is something here, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know where my spirit guide oracle deck is, which I probably need to add my spirit guide reading on to my Patreon. But, yeah. Alone in the World, Masquerade, and Parasite. Megan doesn't have anybody. Megan absolutely does not have anybody to depend on. Megan does not have, she doesn't have anyone. Oh my God. No, yeah, that's, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not, Megan doesn't have anyone. And she tries a lot harder to pretend that she's in control of her life, and she's really not. She tries very hard to show that she's okay, and she's not. We also have the card for Parasite. I feel like she's somebody almost like succubus energy. Like she's, well, no, parasite is the right word. Like, I feel like she clings to people. She could be, she can easily cling to you, like, if you show her affection. I feel like she'll cling to you. And that could also end up having people not like her. Like, starving for some form of affection. And love and trust. And I think she also worries about that as well, as, you know, possibly being too clingy. But she doesn't have anybody. She's by herself. And she doesn't want to be lonely, but she also doesn't want to appear to be too clingy. And she wants to appear to be, you know, the baddest bee. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can grab hold of another deck. Because I feel like there's more to unlock with Megan. Yes! Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like there's more to unlock with Miss Megan. Megan is still grieving. Especially with this card for loss here. Megan is still grieving. And it's over this parasite. And so, okay, this is a form of trauma that I'm seeing. Some sort of trauma. I'm starting here because it's just standing out a lot to me right now. And for Megan, this is an oracle reading, by the way. You can find this on my Patreon, you know. For Megan, she's suffering one thing after the other, from, you know, the transitioning of her parent, to then the abuse of her lover or former lover. She's suffering right now, and I see this transitioning into very bad toxic traits. Example, this parasite. This is like the need for her to cling comes from her loss. So she will cling to people. She'll cling to people, and at the same time, I think that she can very much cut people off, especially because this may sound weird, but like to cut somebody off in order to not lose them. Like, think about, like, you know, like, oh, well, we're not going to be friends anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut you off now. Like, you know, oh, we ran into a bad situation and I already know you're not going to like me anyway, so I'm just going to leave you now, rather than wait till we get to that point. Like, she'll do it early, like, instead of trying to work things out. So, even in Masquerade, we have self-control here. We have self-control. So, it's like, I do feel like this mask is her control point. Her celebrity personality, persona, her celebrity persona is her control point that helps her to not think about the loss, not think about being too clingy, to not think about a lot of stuff, just being invested in her work, or just being invested in being Megan Thee Stallion. It's kind of how she's able to sort of mediate. We also have in Alone, over Alone, we have Shadow. There is a very dark energy that is around her. Like, it's here. Like, it's huge. It actually is really here. Like, Megan needs to be really careful. I don't know what she can do to sort of change this energy. To be honest, she may need to go see a witch doctor or something. I have no idea what she can fix, what she can do to fix this type of energy. Okay, figured. Thank you, guys. They said she needs to change her community. She needs to change in order. No wonder, because community comes out and it's right over the alone. She needs to find a group of people, a group of friends that is more suitable to her needs. People that she actually genuinely gets along with. Possibly not even celebrities. Yeah, and she definitely needs to be more, this is a psychic awareness card, she definitely needs to be more aware of what's happening spiritually around her. Absolutely needs to be more aware. If she doesn't already see spirit and just tries to ignore it, because I feel like she sees some shit. Excuse my language, because I'm seeing it. I feel like she sees some shit. And she don't talk about it. Because it's weird. Like, I don't think she would bring it up. Like, I think she would avoid talking about it if you brought it up. She needs to be careful. Her mother is around her. We have psychic awareness and divine mother. New life, divine mother. Her mother's around her. It's funny because I was thinking that, like, she probably also sees her. But she needs to change her friend group. She needs to change her friend group. She needs to change her, the people who are around her. Absolutely stop alcohol. I'm just throwing that out here. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just stop with the alcohol. Balance and rest. Now, balance also makes me think of my temperance card, which is, you know, if you notice the drinks being poured into each other, that's exactly what I was talking about. Of course, also the justice card, but it made me think of the temperance. So yeah, she needs to find her new tribe, take a breather, take a break, relax, and get more in touch and in tune with herself, physically, emotional, spiritually. You can be alone, but she doesn't need to be alone by herself. Like, she could be, like, how do I put it? Like, have spaces where she could be by herself, you know, whatever, but still have good friends that she can call when she needs it. Instead, she's at a place where she's alone and by herself. There's nobody that she can really call and truly depend on. Okay, the last thing I want to do is just basically see what's the next biggest thing to happen for Miss Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. All right, Jesus. She needs to be careful of reviving old beef, because it's not going to go well. There is something that she needs to make sure she doesn't go back to, like something like, I don't know what it is, but she needs to be careful of not reviving old beef or like going back into that. Not only because somebody get hurt, but either way, I do see her coming out on top. But then that also causing more arguments and more fights with other people. Like I'm seeing Megan is going to have quite a few celebrity fights. Like, she's going to have beef with a few people. Definitely girls, but she's going to have beef with a few people. Yeah. she may take the high road somewhere. You know what's funny? It's like she's gonna take the low road, right? And probably like either bring up some old stuff and win, and then pretend like she was not the one who kind of re-brought it up or restarted the flame, and then it causes beef with other people. It's weird, but yeah, I don't see Megan really avoiding any fights with like any like rap beefs or whatever with people online. I see she's constantly getting into it, and you know, it's her fault though. I'll say that Megan actively walks into situations and sort of gets things heated. I'm not sure why, but because this fool is in reverse, and this is telling me no, she's aware of what she does, and this is under the mediator, so she has to be careful. It's like she's aware of, you know, what causing some sort of trouble, or aware that she's potentially stepping on the feet of others by, let's say, making good with your friend's enemy or however. This is not related to, I was about to call that man too short. This is not related to Tony, whatever, Tori. This is just in general with like, and I'm seeing mostly the girls. So just letting y'all know. Yeah, she makes stupid decisions even though she's old enough to know better. She's like a whiny, it's kind of like, what I'm getting is kind of like, dang, she reminded me of one of my best friends, but I'm not going to, anyway, she like, God, what sign is Megan? Like a adult baby, like an adult baby. That's all I can say is like an adult baby, like somebody who is going to like cry a lot. Like, so, you know, one of them kids that do something mean. It wasn't that bad, but they do something mean, and when they get called out for it, they cry. Somebody who just like, they really just want to be friends with people, but don't really want to get the grip that you just can't be friends with everybody because other people may not like it. Like, it's just weird. Like, she has this very childish, sort of like spoiled childish energy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. That's it. She's just gonna have to grow up. She's just gonna have to mature. She really is. I don't know if she will, but she's gonna have to. But that's all I have for Megan. Make sure you follow me on Twitter so you're notified if I'm going live on Saturdays at 8:30. So you can also vote on what readings y'all want to see next, what type of readings y'all want to see, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter for those polls and all of that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I drop another reading, because it may be your fave next. Also check out my Patreon. If you're interested in getting a personality reading, an oracle reading, or if you're interested in getting a tarot reading, they're all available for purchase on Patreon. And while you wait for your video, you get free access to all of my exclusive Patreon only videos. Make sure once you purchase your tier, you DM me and let me know when you're ready to receive your reading. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope to see you next time again in the Lion's Den. Bye, Cubs.